Ladies and gentlemen, today we'll take you on an amazing journey of music and illusions. Having the doctor tie him to the bed, what a fun start. But that night, Marl is suddenly surrounded by a swarm of cicada skulls flying into his room. It was like a Halloween party gone wild. Marley struggles painfully, as if echoing they stole my heart. As Marley's eyes turn blank, he completely passes out. Now let's meet Randall, the new wandering tourist. This guy doesn't believe in anything. Randall scoffs at everything Donovan says, living alone in his bus outside, convinced someone's plotting against him to trap everyone here. He even suspects Donovan and the sheriff might be in on it. After all, he's never actually seen the skin monster kill anyone. By chance, he saw the sheriff and deputy packing a body, thinking how reckless town leaders could be. He thinks they are taking out tourists, but the sheriff's weapon keeps him from making a move. Little does he know, they are packing the monster killed by All Black. The two decide to burn the body, unexpectedly launching Randall's imagination into orbit. Randall isn't wasting time either, tying up Donovan using tricks is the art of kidnapping. He presses Donovan for the truth in the grove. Jim suddenly appears. Randall had told Jim his suspicions, and they decided to investigate together. They decide to hide in Jim's flipped RV that night to see if any traitors sneak out of town. But when Randall ties Donovan to a tree, Jim's confused and goes to free him, only for Randall to shove him aside. Randall pulls a knife, threatening Jim to stay out. Luckily, the sheriff arrives. Under the sheriff's gun threat, Randall has to drop his knife. After Donovan's freed, that night, Randall faces terrifying hallucinations in the woods. He sees a huge crowd of cicada worshippers surging toward him, verifying his destruction premonition. At this point, two people are tangled up with the cicada threat, their lives uncertain. Meanwhile, Jim and his murdered daughter, Julie, seem to be facing similar fates, although it remains a mystery. Everyone is huddled closely together discussing what to do, as all of this is incredibly nerve-wracking. I mean, people can't just stay up every night, which is why Little Black suddenly mentions the strange dream he's had. He dreamt of a boy in white repeating, "They come, 3-take form, unless you stop the melody." Everyone's totally lost on what it means. Suddenly, Andy from nearby remembers something and mentions a nursery rhyme he heard as a kid. It went something like this: they touch, they break, they steal, no one's free here. They come, they come, they come, they come, unless you stop this melody. The sheriff feels like his brain just got a boost listening to this. The next morning, the 3 selected individuals all scream in unison, "Oh my God. What's happening? What's going on? Lay out, laying out, laying out. Talk to me." Subtitle: The sheriff, deputy, and Sarah arrive in the woods. After escaping the cave, a new fear grips the town. He suspects everything's tied to the cave, so he brings Sarah, who has special powers, only to find she hears weird music the moment she arrives. She says the music box is here, claiming she hears it spinning, urging to find it quick. Seems like it's hurting people in town. As thoughts flood Sarah's mind, she starts bleeding from the nose. The sheriff and deputy are worried about her and want to take her back to town. But Sarah refuses, issuing a serious warning, reiterating everything started with the sheriff. The sheriff gave her freedom, and now she's getting thrilled, almost like she wants to take out everyone in town. Suddenly, she bursts out 3 names: Julie, Randall, and Mary, as if sensing they're in great danger. She urges the sheriff to stop it all right now, but he's clueless about how to do that. On the return to town, the sheriff heads to church hoping that the late Father Carter can drop some hints on how to save everyone in town. Just as he's about to lose it, Donovan barges in, revealing the sheriff's son Elise and Fatima are gearing up for a wedding. Donovan hopes the sheriff will attend, and we have to talk about Fatima now. She couldn't get pregnant normally, but since coming to this town, she's suddenly found out she's expecting. They're rushing to get married, and though it seems odd, it's an unexpected ray of hope in this small town backdrop. They didn't inform us all, tying the knot only before the sheriff and Donovan, but when Elise professes his love, Fatima says something that suddenly inspires the sheriff. The sheriff suddenly remembers the torch he held when escaping the cave, right after that lovely wedding. He quickly locates this old treasure, then heads back to the collapsed cave alone, lights up the torch, and for occurrence a sign, he's back in the cave. This proves there are multiple timelines in the movie. Once he enters, he finally finds the trapped trio, Randall, Marley, and Julie. Sarah had told him that destroying the music box would end the disaster, so the sheriff tracks down the spinning music box but as he's about to smash it, the sheriff's wife appears out of nowhere like a demon of his conscience, urging him not to do it. She tells him everyone in town will die eventually, pleading for the sheriff to come back to her side. Hearing this, the sheriff starts to waver. But seeing the trapped trio's faces twisted in pain, he finally makes up his mind and smashes the music box. With the music box shattering into pieces, the new threat vanishes, and soon, the townsfolk start waking up. When the sheriff emerges again, he sees that dog, and just like that, the heart-wrenching troubles of Season 2 come to an end. Up next, let's dive into now about the only one who managed to escape the town only to get murdered. Let's talk about Victor, who grew up in the town and knows more than anyone. His memories are a mixed bag, as he seems to have forgotten a lot of childhood events.